But nah, this is a sacred moment right now. I haven't been at a microphone in a little minute. Like, you know, you can hear the feedback and all that. So this is pretty cool.
Why are you whispering?
Because I'm trying to have you hear my voice. It's kind of gone. Luckily, I can still sing. This is like back when I smoked hella weed. That's what I sounded like, you know? But now, it's just what I sound like. Shout out to the shitty weather.
It ain't no questioning, no second guessing it. Cause he investing it, the best in it, I'm stressing it. So just in case that he forget it, let me spell it out. You the O-N-E, you the difference, can't you see? All them other niggas play.
Room for me, I made room for you and me. On this melody is asking me.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jen Mason. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, queen, and I'm from Boston, really from the Caribbean, Dominica, shout out my island, and this is my process. So I've been singing, making music my entire life. I guess I could say I wrote my first rap at 9 years old, and I really started taking myself seriously in 2013, I'd say. I've been writing music and writing songs for a very long time, and my inspiration goes back really, really far. One of my biggest inspirations as a vocalist and a rapper is definitely Missy Elliott. I really love her. I really love everything about her. She's the one person that if she were to co-sign me, like I'd feel fulfilled like in my entire career. I talk a lot. I'm a very wordy person. That coming out of my music is actually very important to me. It makes me feel more secure about myself. So the name of the song is Room, and it was produced by Brody and Nostalgia out in London. Shout out them. And I guess the lyrics sort of came to me kind of randomly. I just started going with this whole melody idea and what they mean. I guess it's really when you're in your feelings about somebody, of course, right? And you're just letting them know that they're only there because you let them be there. You're making sure that you know you have control over the situation.
Yeah, there's room for you, and there's room for me. I made room for you and me on this melody. Yeah, there's room for you, and there's room for me. I made room for you and me on this melody. You're vexing me.
I really fell in love with this beat just because of the rawness of the instruments and how it sort of builds up. It's very repetitive, very soulful. And that's sort of what allowed me to just flex a little bit as far as my lyrics and as far as the melody that I created. And it's just very simple, but at the same time, it's just like very, very raw and very beautiful and very, you know, spiritual.
See what gon' happen if you don't think before you do that. You're no good for me. I come in sunshine. Backwards and crazy thoughts, not long.
So if you were to look at my phone, you see tons and tons of voice notes. I'll usually record something. If I hear a song, I'll let the song play a few times. I'll hum over the song until lyrics start to form. And then I'll go back after listening to it a few times and then write out lyrics that make more sense, that are more cohesive. And that's began to be my process, I'd say around like 2016, like when I wrote The Difference, when I wrote My Fault. Definitely that was the style.
See what gon' happen if you don't think before you do that.
There are times where I'll just full on freestyle, so like I'm about to hop in the shower and like I can't get a melody out of my head, so like I'll just sing it and record it on my phone quickly, and it can be anywhere from like 30 seconds, like something really quick, to like I'll sing an entire song. I do love writing things down. In college, I would write all my papers, handwrite them, then type them up. Like I love the process of using my hand, but I've sort of moved away from that more recently because it's just a little bit quicker for me to get to the end of a song, especially when I'm working with a producer.
That's why there's room. That's only 'cause I let you. Why there's room.
Room, there's room. That's why there's room. I'm also inspired by on the R&B side, people like Genuine, of course, Brandy. I love Craig David. Like I feel like he's the coolest person ever. Like I just feel like there are a lot of people who, male and female, who just really just inspire me. Like 702, that's another person. Destiny's Child, like older, 4-girl group Destiny's Child, like just all the sounds of that era when I was growing up as a young girl. Like these are the CDs I was buying. These are the things that I was playing constantly. This is what I learned to love. This is what taught me about dudes before I even knew I was even dating or knowing about dudes. Like this is the stuff that was important to me, and I definitely feel like that comes out in my sound more and more. I've taken a sort of a step back and tried to go back to those roots that I just described. I really feel like it's important for me to become and to fully be like a soul singer, even if I'm not always making soul songs. I want my soul to shine through my work. I'm more reluctant now to go to the sort of party beats or the upbeat sort of things that I enjoy and I will turn up to and I think are great. Like I've made great products that are in that lane. But as of now, I just feel like where I am as a young woman, like I feel like that stuff, the more emotional stuff, the stuff that it inspired me to take on music at all, that's really the lane that I'm sort of leaning towards, because I just feel like as I leave my mark on this world, like that's what I want to leave younger girls with. That's the energy that I'm trying to put out there. And I think that's really important and super meaningful. And more spiritual. That's really key, because I do everything with God on my side, with God above me and Him holding me up. So I just feel like it's very important for me to keep that in mind as I create and as I make my music. The past few years since I'd say started my music career, I'd say that started in like 2016 when I put out my first single. I've like had to take a few breaks as far as just me taking care of myself, me really reflecting and being very introspective about my life in general, me growing up, like I said, as being a young woman and taking care of what's most important in addition to this so-called music career that I'm building. And a lot of it is my struggles with like my mental health, like my social anxiety, my different things that affect me, but also play a huge and important role in what I create and what I make. And I love that I can share things with the world and share things with other women and men who feel like they can really resonate. But the other side of that tends to be me having to really isolate myself and put myself into spaces that I'm not necessarily proud of, but as I said, I really just believe in God and what He's doing and how He works. Thank you for watching. I'm Jim Mason, and this has been my process. Tell you things I you need not know, like when and how my mind goes to all them other guys who never took the time to, yeah, they were just like you, in my ear and on my line too, claiming to care, but who they lying to? Was it my fault? Was it my fault? Was it my fault? Was it maybe it's so cute that I missed, slipped up and did up this? Yes, you're cute, but your lips don't tell the truth. Maybe you had me fooled.